how do you get into this business? This is a very, very niche business.
So I was investing for over 12 years full-time at Founders Fund, and a lot of that investing was energy investing. And one energy investment we made, and a company I knew from about 2021, 2022, was a company called Radiant Nuclear, which had a small form factor, 1 megawatt microreactor that could fit in a container. And so starting in 2022, had a lot of discussions with them about what their challenges were likely to be, what their key milestones were. And I had thought coming into those discussions that the hardest thing might be licensing. And they said, no, actually, the licensing is very well defined. We just have to go through the process. The hardest thing is finding fuel. And their plan at the time was to import fuel from Russia. And so that naturally triggered a question for me of, okay, why don't the US enrichment companies make this fuel? Is it that much harder to make more enriched fuel to 20% than to 3 to 5%?
Yeah.
And they said, actually, there are no US enrichment companies producing at any scale that would be relevant for us. And so therefore, we have to go overseas. And that triggered a whole investigation throughout 2022 and 2023, where I realized that not only did the advanced reactors have this issue with fuel, but today's grid in the US that relies on LEU was also completely dependent on foreign suppliers.
Right.
One of those foreign suppliers did have a small facility in the US that provides about 30% of what we need, but it's foreign controlled. And, there's this question of, okay, this seems like an energy security problem in addition to a future of nuclear problem. And so these two things together made me realize that the key thing that was missing in the US was enrichment capability, specifically enrichment capability that could be commercial and commercially competitive with Europe and Russia and China. And so that's what we set out to do, is to bring that back in the US.